Hello, welcome back to Rosevine Cottage Girls. I'm Cheyenne, and today we're going to be working on tomato paste. This is a really easy project and perfect if you got a lot of tomatoes. If you know how to make sauce, you're going to be perfect at this. Let's get started. So this is filled up and ready to start heating. We're going to turn our stove on to like a medium-high heat and get it to a simmering so that it can start cooking down. It will start losing the liquid and become much thicker. Now how long this process takes depends on how thick you like your sauce. But we usually will put this on in the morning and simmer it until late afternoon. Cool it off, put it in the fridge, and then can it the next day. And by then it will have reduced to about half, just so it's a nice thick sauce. Go ahead and keep cooking your sauce down. Put it in a smaller pan as it gets real thick, and the more you cook it, the thicker your sauce will become, and you can eventually get it down to a nice paste consistency and then can that. And can it in a much smaller jar. We're going to use 1/4 pints for this, and then you'll have your own homemade paste for whatever you need it for. Alright, so we've got 1/4 pint jars here that have been sanitized, and we are ready to start filling. We'll leave a link down in the description below. A bit too much in that one. Alright, we're going to just keep going and filling these jars until we run out of sauce or canner space, one of the two. Make sure to leave about an inch head space.
How do you know it's cooked down to a tomato paste?
So you'll know that your sauce is turned into a paste when it can stand up on a spoon like that. Use a debubbler or a butter knife or something to gently debubble your sauce, or your paste rather. We just left a simple salt sauce and then boiled it down into a paste. Once we get all these jars filled, we are going to wipe down the rims just like we did with canning the sauce. Move it around to release any trapped air. There we go. I think that is about all. I don't think I can get another jar out of that. So we're just going to set this to the side and stick the rest of that in the fridge for another project. We're going to get these wiped down and ready. Alright, so we're just going to wipe these down like we said. You can use vinegar to wipe the rims if you feel like it's extra sticky and you need that, but I think we can get away with that using it. Again, make sure all your rims are crackless. You don't want any nicks or anything like that to break your seal. There we go. And we're going to put the lid and the ring on top. Finger tighten it down. Don't over tighten it because the air still needs to be able to be released while you're canning. It's okay if these rings loosen a little bit while it's canning. You are going to remove them at the end anyway. And you just want to make sure that that's there to hold the lid on while it's processing. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on, get it nice and hot. Put the lid on it, wait for our lever and our gauge to rise to the green for our zone. And then we'll be ready to start timing. Okay, our steam canner is in the green zone. We're going to set this for 40 minutes. Bring our temperature gauge back down to low so it can just hold where it is and it's not going to get too hot. And we're going to leave it to can. The timer has gone off. We've shut our heat off. We've waited the 5 minutes and we are going to gently lift this lid. Make sure you open it away from you so you don't get yourself. You can already hear these jars starting to pop. We're going to carefully remove them to waiting towels. You can use a jar grabber, but I like using this hot pan holder when I'm using the steam canner. There we go. We're going to let these cool and not touch them. If you notice one hasn't sealed after they've cooled down, just go ahead and stick that one in the fridge, or you can try to recan it. And they are ready to go in your pantry. Once they are cool, remove the rings, and they're ready for storage. Yeah, you're going to want to leave these alone for 24 hours. Don't poke at them, don't mess with them, just leave them alone and they'll be fine. The official sauce tasting moment requires a mozzarella stick. Oh, perfect.
You approve?
Mm-hmm.